Thank you, Professor Pedro. To just give a snapshot, I'm here not to represent the company that I've been running for the last 11 years. I've been a serial entrepreneur. I have done many things. We have a lot of customers in 4 different continents. But what happened is in the years, it's late 2010, I had a chance to visit Africa for the first time. I came along with a delegation. We went to Nigeria, Lagos. We were in Accra, and then we went to Nairobi. Thanks to Kenyan Airways, my connecting flight to Nigeria, I missed it. So I was forced to stay back in Nairobi, and that's what probably gave me a little more exposure. Now, a couple of interesting things that I observed in Kenya. I'm going to speak more from my experiences of Africa, mostly my experiences of what I'm doing for small and medium enterprises, and we are now currently piloting the same in Kenya. I went along with a group of people to watch the wildlife, which is what Kenya is known for. And in the thick of the forest, I was using my iPhone and I could see my 3G internet working with all the full bars, all of them working. And I was able to actually stream the video live to my daughter back in Asia. I was saying, wow, this is the power of 3G, because I've never seen what 3G is. And I'm coming into Africa, going into a wild forest to see what 3G is and how it works. That's number one. Number two, I don't know if you know this, Kenya has done this greatest innovation called M-Paisa, that is mobile money transfer. 80% of the global mobile money transfer is done out of Kenya. That is 8 out of 10 mobile payments globally are done out of Kenya, Africa. Second, the volume of money transfer done by Western Union globally is less than what one single operator called M-Paisa is doing in Kenya. The volume of money transfer done using mobile is more than what Western Union is doing globally. Wow, that's like an eye-opener for me. Number three, the strength of language, English. An average person is able to speak English, write English, read and read a newspaper by spending almost like a little less than $1. A national English newspaper is a little less than about $1 in Kenya. In Asia, especially in India, we spend roughly about 5 cents to buy a newspaper, and about 100 people share it. Seriously, we have population, the strength. But when I looked at all this, then I started thinking, hey, something is not adding up here. Then I started analyzing and comparing with some of the Asian countries to Africa. That's the first thing that you always compare, right? Whenever we go out of the country, when you want to buy, you always try to convert into your local currency and think. The same thing I was doing. I realized that if I compare a country like Thailand or Malaysia with a country like Kenya, it's an African country, the employment that is created by the SME sector is about 75 to 80%, which is what we heard a lot of panelists and even the Honorable President was talking in the morning, which is the pattern. The GDP contribution by the SME sector in Thailand is 42%. In a country like Kenya, it is 18%. I said, something is not going right here. What is that? And I then started attributing that to the capacity building. Okay, maybe these people, and this is another revelation for me, is a lot of these SMEs don't know what they don't know. You just don't know what you don't know. And I could hear a lot of these questions coming. How do I do an LC? How do I hire an employee? How do I make a bank loan? So all these how-tos. Then I started thinking, what if I leverage the strength of mobile, use the medium of video, and then start producing these videos in 2 minutes? You may ask me, why 2 minutes? Entrepreneurs are like me, very restless guys. They want everything in 2 minutes. Beyond that, there's no attention span. So we produced about 100 videos, all of them in 2 minutes. How to hire employees, how to fire employees, how to read a contract, how to sign a contract, all that stuff. Then I started thinking, now how do I sell this? I had no clue. I just started getting into the water and then started how to learn swimming. There was no business plan. Because I could feel the need, and then I started thinking about it. That's when we created a very innovative modeling and structuring, and around which we started to bundle this up. And we partnered with Safaricom, which is the M-Pesa, the Vodafone partner in Kenya. And today, in less than 9 months, I've actually created employment for about 60 Kenyans, and we have signed up about 10,000 customers across Kenya. Now, what is the lesson that I learned and what I wanted to share with you is we can keep complaining till cows come home. But somebody has to stand up and own it and do it. And it is the entrepreneurs who are actually born to lead. And I have a couple of my customers who stand testimony. I have Laura, you heard her talking a few minutes back. She has done more than $150 million of business with China. And she's, I don't know if you know, she's 26-year-old. Laura. And tomorrow I have another customer of mine, Beatrice. She's one of the top M-Pesa dealer, and we will learn from her experiences of what are the things that we're doing it. Now, nothing is stopping us from growing, and I would want to sign up. Chairperson, I think I have 1 minute before I give my $10,000. Okay. So this is the story one of my ancestors told me, my grandmother or grandfather. After the end of the World War, there was this aircraft that got crashed somewhere closer to Nigeria border of somewhere Burkina Faso, Ghana border. I'm just creating a story here, okay? The kids in that village, small village, started playing around, and then they found it, and then they started thinking, hey, what is this new animal? It's like gods must be crazy, you know? And one of the smartest kid in the group said, you know what? This is a bullock cart. That's where you use the bull and a cart and kind of use it for transport, because that's the closest that he saw, and he could relate that to the wheel of that aircraft. He said, oh, it has a wheel, that has a wheel, so it's a bullock cart. Days passed by, they started using it like a bull and a cart or what. After a few weeks, there is another kid from Accra who actually happened to go there to see the grandparents. He looked at it and said, hey, guys, you guys are fools, man. This is actually a tractor because it has an engine in it. Oh, people started thinking it's a tractor, and they started using it like a tractor. Then this retired Air Force pilot, he's actually coming back to hometown, and he saw it and then said, guys, this is called an aircraft. This is what you use as a vehicle to fly, and he demonstrates to fly, how to fly. The lesson from this is, we as entrepreneurs are born to fly. It's up to us whether we can keep complaining about politics, governance, government, corruption, and all of them, and use ourselves as a bullock cart, or as a tractor, or as an aircraft. Thank you very much.